Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get my light right over here. So today I'm going to do just kind of a financial outlook reading for you guys. It's not going to be a long reading because I've already done several readings today for you and I need to upload those. But I did want to just put one of those out there. One of my private clients gave me the idea because that was what they had wanted. So thank you, you know who you are, for ordering the readings from me. It is very supportive and appreciated, and it helps to keep the channel going. And if anybody would like to contribute in that way, my contact information is down below. There's links and all that good stuff. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and welcome back to all my wonderful subscribers. I appreciate you guys. You are awesome. So we're just gonna take a look into things. Now you can choose from the thumbnail, the timestamps, or some combination thereof, or I can just real quick grab you guys something to pick from. So we've got Lila Light for group 1. We've got some rough cut quartz crystal for group 2. We've got some pyrite for group 3. Pause the video if you need more time to pick, and we're going to get started with group 1. All right. So are some of you water signs dealing with the water sign? Could you be on the younger side, maybe young at heart? Are you artistically or creatively inclined? Are you somebody that likes to be on the move with what you do? You don't like to sit behind a desk maybe, or even if you do work in an office, you're good at interacting with people. I'm getting some HR vibes or potential HR vibes for somebody out there. Now this is a general reading, so just take what resonates. Forget what doesn't, but I am getting this energy of a gentleman or a gentlewoman. Could be a Scorpio as well. It's saying that there is a wake-up call coming, and you're going to like it. Okay, so maybe you're going to start a new job. It's got new hours you're not used to. You're going to have to use an alarm. I can't see how that you would like that, but if it's a good enough job, if it's a good enough role, then I can see that, you know, if the price is right, so to speak, that maybe group 1, you will enjoy waking up to go to work to this under those circumstances, for whoever that message is for. But you're going to get clarity about a decision, and it does feel like, you know, an aha moment kind of thing when it comes to whatever question you have related to your finances. But we're going to kind of look at your present financial situation and what that kind of looked like here. We've got the Hermit. What's Hermit doing? We've got the Ace of Cups, and so that's where I was getting this energy of, you know, creativity, abundance. That's that feminine energy, generally speaking, because we all have masculine and feminine within us. So those who follow tarot will know that, you know, it's just a manner of speaking. Now you could literally have Virgo strong in your chart, or even water. I think that some of you maybe just focusing on more how you feel emotionally speaking and spiritually speaking than you are on the almighty dollar. But the Hermit can be in the healthcare professions, definitely in the service professions, helping professions, and you do things that are aligned with your spirit, not just for the dollar. That's what's coming through here. That your emotions and your spiritual connection and feeling good, are, you know, about who you are and what you're doing, it's essential to, you know, who you are right now. It's also talking about, though, you know, you're here for a reason. You want to know about your finances, and this is about self-reflecting on your choices related to your finances, including any kind of career moves that you might potentially be thinking about taking. And some of you are maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed by, you know, the amount of like finances and matters of money can be triggering, right? That's a lot to look at. And so if you're deep diving into like your credit reports or just your bank account and your spending, your budget, whatever, that might feel overwhelming to you for some of you. Some of you are focused on love and relationships more than anything. So it's interesting, we ask about your finances and they're like, well, this person is really trying to find their way, like emotionally or related to a love relationship, potentially a new one, or the beginning of a new one, or a new phase within one. But if you are looking for increasing your finances, it's like you are in a time of self-reflection. Hence, you're here at the tarot reading looking for answers to kind of like figure out what truly is best. Like what is what are your goals, and how far are you from them, and what are you going to have to take, what's going to have to take to reach them. And if you are at a new job, you are looking at the company, their expectations, their goals. Do all those things align with your true self? It's kind of like the energy. Maybe you're thinking that even if you're at like an existing job, or wherever you're getting your money from, you're like taking a step back, analyzing it objectively, or that's what you need to do to see like, how does this align with your long-term goals? And don't be afraid to speak up and advocate, stand up for yourself if you don't feel appreciated and valued for your work. Okay, so yeah, your next steps regarding money and work in particular really have to do with what's aligning with you and your desires and your long-term goals. What is coming in going forward, like financially speaking, for the viewer, group 1? We've got the star here. Oh, that bodes well. Some more healing profession type vibes, type energy. This is Aquarius energy, and whenever I see Virgo and Aquarius together, I always kind of think of the joke that they're basically the same energy, except Aquarius is Virgo, but Aquarius is Virgo on drugs. Or it's funny. I think it's funny. Aquarius is basically a Virgo but high. Anyway, but they both have humanitarian tendencies. They both love to be of service. They do have a way of helping and healing people, and they're kind of just a natural at that. So what we're seeing here going forward is this kind of, it's the card of wish fulfillment, the star. So letting you know that going forward, whatever, is going to happen, there's still hope, for you to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. But I feel like some of you really need to kind of advocate for yourself. What do I want? What aligns with my goals? And then like even to your own self, like stand up for those things that you really value, because you might be hedging on the hedging, maybe trying to convince yourself to do something or continue on a path that doesn't feel right to your soul, but that you feel like you need to do. And in those cases, what's coming through is that you should, even stand up to your own self and be like, hey, let's come up with a plan that covers, my ass, covers the basis of what I need to cover financially to stay afloat. But at the same time, I've got a plan to stay in alignment with my personal goals and doing what, I feel is right for me to do overall. So you're definitely going to be on the right path. Okay. Going forward financially, yes, definitely. Career-wise, definitely on the right path. I'm seeing financial stability, security. Things are going to improve for you. Okay, so you just want to keep on making wise financial decisions and maintaining a positive attitude. Okay, so definitely continue to do that. The heart space is very powerful. Devices and scientific equipment that can measure energy, when they measure around the heart space, it's huge, like it really extends. So when we talk about somebody's vibe, it's because we can literally feel their vibe. Your vibe is huge when it comes to like your heart space. So, and the heart is very powerful. So for this reason, I guess that makes sense that you have such a positive outcome financially. Now, do I think that it's going to be easy? We've got the Five of Wands. Like, you might have to perform competitively with the Five of Wands. You might be dealing with people that are petty or in their ego, or you might feel like being that way. The Five of Wands warns us that we should choose our battles, and if the only thing on the line is our ego or our pride, then is it really worth getting into a conflict or competing for something? That's just something that needs to be said. And I feel like it is related to this. I think that when you are in a situation where you feel challenged, you actually exceed your own expectations, exceed other people's expectations, like you're going to do well. Even if you don't do well under pressure now, in the future going forward with that Five of Wands here and the star, you're going to really shine in those roles. Or you shouldn't be afraid of any kind of competition, because you are going to shine regardless, or afraid of conflict. Don't be afraid of those things, because you are going to shine regardless. So definitely whatever path that you're on, as long as you have a clear vision, like, how do I know if I'm on the right path? What's your vision for your future? Like, what do you want? Do you at least know what your goals are financially speaking and where you want to be financially, like in the next year, the next 5 years? You have some sort of an idea about that, because that's going to help you to decipher whether or not you are on the right path. You know, and even if you don't know exactly, you just need to have an idea. If you have that idea, boom, you're on the right path, because your mind creates your reality. If you just kind of like being knocked around by life and just feeling doubtful, then you don't have a clear vision, hence you're not on the right path. As long as you have clarity, you're following your heart. Seems like you do. If this is your reading, you know that you want something that's more meaningful, and then cool, and you're on that path to doing even more of that. So maybe some of you are taking a step back or feel like your finances have taken a step back, but we see that going forward, you have financial stability and security. So but keep making wise financial decisions in the meantime. You know, don't spend outside your means, things like that. Save where you can. Most of all, maintain a positive attitude. Don't go into a mindset of lack, right? Lack pushes away what we want. Feel like you have enough. Be grateful for every penny in your bank account. And keep applying yourself, because it will pay. It's going to pay off. So you should definitely stay focused on whatever your aspirations are, whatever it is that makes you feel alive, good, that you want for yourself. Keep that, positive attitude, even when facing challenges, and there will be challenges. We saw the 5 of Wands, right? So we know that that's likely to come in as well. Maybe it happens after you're successful and reach star status here, that there are competitors that crop up, but you still will shine, and it's not going to bring you down. Focus on, what you really want. In your case, it has to be true to your heart and what feels good to you. And as long as, like, whatever career moves you plan on making going forward, it's just like, think of your long-term values and aspirations. What do you really value? And do what aligns most with that. Okay, just take even baby steps towards that, and it will help to bring your goals, to fruition, make your dreams a reality. And so just really the main message for you, group 1, is to commit to your values. And so if you're wondering, like, what should I do, or how should I increase my money, or what's my money going to look like, how committed are you to your values? Do you know what your values are, and how committed to them are you? That's your answer, okay? That's what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button and subscribe if it does resonate, or you just want to support the channel. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below for a video reading. Otherwise, there's that $1 for 5 minutes on Keen, also linked down below. I'll talk to you guys next time. Moving on to group 2. Welcome, group 2. So if you chose this rough cut clear quartz, this is your reading. So we're going to look at your finances, a little bit about career, whatever wants to come out for group 2 regarding their career and finances, their money, regarding their cold hard cash, their money. Okay, for group 2. All right, we've got Queen of Wands energy. You can be fire sign, have that strong in your chart. What is Miss Queen of Wands doing here? She is feeling left out in the cold. She's feeling low on fundage. Maybe you got a lot going on and you're not getting paid for it. Maybe you got a lot of irons in the fire and you're not getting paid what you're worth. Maybe you're getting paid, pretty good, but it's still not enough to cover everything that you have to cover. Okay, that's what I'm getting there with that. You could have strong earth in your chart as well. I think this side probably depicts better kind of what's going on here. It's also talking about that there is help there is help for you. There are people that would help you, or avenues that you could take, ideas you could come up with that could help you financially right now, but you might not be seeing it. You might be very much in the space of lack, feeling like a loss or a lack of money or resources, or you might be letting pride, because she can be quite prideful, stop you from maybe reaching out, asking for help, or in some cases getting a roommate, or in some cases sharing expenses, or doing like what do you call it, like a trade. Exactly, like a trade. I'll give you this if you give me that, kind of thing. Mutual beneficial situations. I'm getting Libra energy around this for some odd reason as well. But regardless of your sign, these are just the energies. That's why I say them. They're important in that sense. But it can be any sign. The thing with the Queen of Wands is she's a feisty person, confident, self-assured. So she has like everything, pretty much everything going for her. But there could be some sort of issue. Maybe somebody hasn't been feeling well. Maybe you haven't been feeling well. Or there's definitely at least showing up some financial insecurity. Hence the reason why you're at a reading like this. You want some answers and maybe some guidance about, how to deal with that. Maybe you're just worried about your finances. That could be too. The Five of Wands comes after the the Five of Pentacles comes after the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is about finally achieving some sort of stability financially and materially. But then finding with the Five of Pentacles that, you know what? It's not worth it. It's like what I've had to do to achieve this level of security, however little or large that might be, it's left me feeling empty emotionally. Maybe I'm working too much and I don't have enough time for friends and family. Or, you know what I mean? It's that whole vibe of there's something lacking here. But the easy interpretation of this is financial loss. Sorry to see that for you guys, but you're not alone, right? I intend everybody has more than enough money for all their wants and needs. But going forward, I think this is really going to be a quick reading for you guys because we've got the Temperance. And then we've got the Moon. Okay, there's a wild card in the mix here. But I'm going to get to it as I feel drawn to getting to it. Bottom line is going forward that you guys are going to figure it out. Okay, somebody could be a Sagittarius, have it strong in their chart. They could also be Cancer or Pisces, have that strong in their chart. Don't have to, but that's what's coming through for those who like to know the astrological associations with the cards. But the Temperance card is a positive card. It's about balance, harmony, mature decisions, and figuring things out, coming to terms with something. But since you are in this Five of Pentacles, which is not a great, card to be, not a great card at all for a financial reading, to be completely honest, this is suggesting, more moderation in your spending, being a little bit wary, a little bit careful, more rational about, your future choices regarding your career and your money. So you definitely want to remain grounded, be mindful, don't make impulsive decisions. I know that's hard for those that have that fire energy. Sometimes it's easy to become impulsive, spend impulsively, This is warning against that. And I see like in the future going forward that's you're going to make fewer of those impulsive decisions and make, more balanced decision regarding your finances and just regarding like your personal life and your career to avoid burnout and bitter feelings, because for some of you watching, you're okay financially, but you do feel like burnt out and bitter, to some extent, because there, like I said before, there's a lack of balance in your personal life. Like your work-life balance isn't where it should be. It's not balanced. This is saying that will be more of a priority going forward, and that it will be more balanced going forward. And they by no means want you to be Scrooge McDuck, okay? They don't want that. The cards don't want that. They're not saying that. They want you to allocate, set aside money for saving and money for spending. Like you should pay yourself first. By paying yourself first, that's putting money, in the bank, at least 10%, more or less, whatever you can afford. I know that's a luxury for some people, but, and treat yourself as well. You work hard for your money. You should spend a little something on yourself, but make sure that whatever you're spending is what you can afford to spend, and that, you're putting some away for a rainy day too. Those two things have to be balanced. And I see you being more balanced with that going forward. But I keep getting this energy of like self-control, avoid impulsive spending, kind of going with the flow, being adaptable. This is kind of like a little bit of a tricky tightrope for some people, because it feels like It's like, well, yeah, it's trying to teach someone how to walk that fine line between, wise investing, wise saving, and management of their money, and also being adaptable and flexible with your money. Like, it's like, so it's not saying all one thing or all the other thing. It's like walking that fine line, just being able to adjust your plans as needed in order to achieve your goals. So it's like the money is going to be a little bit in flux, but you're going to trust that it's going to be there when you need it, and it will. It's like if you're doing this stance and you're writing it out and you're taking the advice, then you're going to be up, but there will be ups and downs. But it's not going to be it's not going to be terrible. I guess you could say it's actually going to be good. It's teaching you something, smooth seas never created a skilled sailor kind of thing. You're going to be learning how to navigate your money energy. Okay, because money is energy, so you're navigating that and the ins and outs of it and stuff like that, and how to handle it and manage it better. And so I'm not really seeing anybody here changing industries or getting a new job, but if you are, if that is something that you're doing or wanting, the guidance is, whatever new projects that you take on, you don't want to completely throw yourself into your work. This is advocating again for balancing your personal life and your work life. Yes, you should be excited about learning and applying yourself well, and adapting into any new situations, new lifestyle, new work, whatever, and the demands of that. But you shouldn't get carried away, basically, because it's this energy. There is a real risk of overworking, because the temperance is all about balance and moderation. So it's kind of the antidote to the devil card, which is all about excess. The temperance is the antidote to that. There's not, this card is here to say you're not going to be excessive one way or the other. Okay, things are going to be pretty balanced with ebbs and flows, but not in a scary way. More or less like you're having faith that when you need the money, then it's going to be there, and when it's not there, it's coming, and then when it's there, you're enjoying it, but you're managing it well, and it's just kind of like this whole little pattern dance of that is what we're seeing. So it's good. It looks like an improvement over the Five of Pentacles. So the moon energy is kind of interesting because, like I said, it's kind of a little bit of a wild card in the sense that you might have some subconscious money blocks here that you might want to address, work on, but not necessarily money blocks. Is it money blocks? Yeah, I can get that. Kind of get that. Some of you might think that deep down. Yeah. Some of you might think that deep down that somebody is going to save you, potentially a spouse or a match, right? Because I'm getting King of Wands energy. So that might be a money block. You might be like, no, I don't depend on no man. I don't depend on nobody else. Cool, good, me neither. But if you do on some level, then that's coming out for a reason. So what is it saying? What's the moon saying when it's here? Some confusion, some uncertainty. If you feel confused, just know that you can manifest the desired money situation that you want. And it's important to kind of listen to those subliminals, listen into those affirmations to reprogram that subconscious mind, change your mental diet and your belief system so that you can keep things flowing smoothly and nicely, and that you can have that good work-life balance so that you don't get bitter and burnt out, or you don't stay that way if you're already that way, so that things can change for the better. Because something here in the subconscious mind is talking about feeling uncertain, maybe not trusting your intuition or your instincts, but those are going to be important guides regarding your finances going forward. So just pay attention to how you feel, as well as the practical considerations. Again, it's all about, your personal life, your personal feelings versus your work life and your responsibilities. But this is really advocating for you to trust your intuition. So if you ever had any doubt about that, it's no, you should trust your intuition for sure. Trust your instincts, trust your gut when it comes to the future of your career and the future of your financial situation, because it will lead you in the right direction. And because I feel again, there's some sort of hidden or other factor underneath here that is affecting your financial decision. And for some of you, honestly, it is that you expect somebody else to help you out, or which is interesting because before we talked about the Five of Pentacles, if you do have resources that you can use and utilize at this time to help you out, and you should ask for help. But somebody out here might be expecting, I don't know, if you're thinking that, for example, I'm gonna, I'll be better when I get married, and then, financially I'll be better off. Or relying on like a relative, or just relying on something else outside of yourself to provide for you financially. Having that sort of deep down hidden belief that there's something outside of you that's gonna fix things financially for you or improve your financial situation. And this is saying, no, it's you. It all comes from within you. It might come through other people, but it's not something else coming in to save you. You're going to save yourself. And there's some sort of hidden kind of thing in here, in your emotion subconsciously, that is basically being pointed out, so you can just kind of realize that, shed some light on that, so that it can dissipate and you can take your power back. There also, it's indicating some sort of like ebbs and flows and cyclical movements, because the moon is a cyclical card, and the Temperance card is about ebbs and flows. So it's saying like there will be some confusion, regarding the fluctuations of your financial situation. Like there will be ups and downs, like I already said. So you should be like, the main thing is adapt and be flexible. Okay. If you were looking for this reading to say, in the future, financially speaking, you're just gonna be set for life. Wouldn't we all love that, right? And wouldn't that be nice? And then you're not gonna have to worry about anything else. Well, that's not going to happen. You're going to need to, at least for a while longer, be adaptable and flexible, and continue to, if this is an area that concerns you, continue to put time and effort into learning about, manifesting more wealth, or the steps that you can take on your current path to lead you to more financial security, or just how to navigate the uncertainty of a financial situation so that you can emerge, more stronger, more resilient, and all of that jazz. So that's where, a lot of this is requiring you to have faith, have trust, and rely on yourself and your intuition to be guided through. Because even though things look good going forward, I think you're going to have enough, but, financially speaking, and it looks like your work-life balance is going to get, in better order. It's going to improve. But there's still going to be times when you're just experiencing some financial and work-life balance uncertainties, and you're not going to know what the right answer is, and you're going to have to kind of play that game or ride that wave and trust that what comes around goes around, and that that you're going to be okay, basically. So maybe that's a good affirmation for you guys. I'm okay. I am financially secure no matter what. This is what I've got for you, Group 2. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep it going. And I'm going to move on to Group 3. You can stick around for that if you'd like to. Otherwise, you can click on the $1 for 5-minute link to get your own private reading through Keen, or check out my description box for a video recorded reading. And I'll talk to you guys next time. All right, welcome Group 3. If you chose Pyrite, this is your reading. Picking up on some Capricorn energy, Earth sign energy in general here. Some fire as well, but we'll see what comes through. It's the energies that are important, not necessarily the sign, although that can be a special message for someone who resonates with the sign. For those who have chosen Group 3, what do they need to know about their finances presently and going forward? Page of Pentacles, like I said, earth signs. Some people just graduated. Somebody just graduated or started a new job or gotten a promotion. And so you feel like you're in the money here. I'm hearing that song. I remember being a paper girl back in the day, a long time ago. And my very first paycheck, I think, was like $50, $60. And my little 12-year-old ass sitting in the back of the car singing, I'm in the money, I'm in the money, because I really felt rich, okay? So I feel like some of you are on the younger side, or there's some newness here regarding, you know, your financial situation, where it does feel like, you know, things are getting better, or you are expecting things to get better, or you've got the seed to plant something, you got an idea on how to make better money, you've got the seed of financial security in your hand and you're observing it. Tell us more about this Page of Pentacles. Could be doing it with a friend, a romantic partner. Maybe some of you have gotten engaged and you're like, yeah, things are going to move up for me. Like, my financial situation's about to improve because, you know, two incomes are better than one, but that's not going to be a message for everybody. It's, though, we're seeing the Six of Cups, which is about friend. You could work in hospitality, or you could be doing a job that deals with like comforting other people, nostalgia, things like that. I'm also getting like an antique store, or dealing with collectibles, something like that here with this combination of cards. Both of these cards are dealing with people who are youthful, like the energy of youth. So that indicates to me that whatever your financial situation is right now, it's still got a lot of room to grow, and that you are kind of like group one, wanting to, or aligning with a career, or a career or means of making money that aligns with your passions and your interests, maybe from even like your distant past, something to do with your past here with the Six of Cups, passions and interests. So something that your inner child's going to like doing, something that's going to bring you joy and happiness. So if you don't know, you know, how to earn more money or what steps to take next, this is saying, you know, ask about, you know, what brought you joy and passion and happiness in the past, and how can you apply that to making money or making more money, whatever the case may be. So take some time. Maybe some of you are doing that right now, reflecting on that. This is good because it's going to help you to align. Once you make a decision about what kind of a life or income that you want, then that's, you know, reflected back to you from the universe in the form of opportunities, and it looks like you already have an opportunity. So if you've got an opportunity recently, this is a good opportunity. It's something that, if it does resonate with things that make you happy, things that feel comfortable and good, you know, something that you know something about, right? This doesn't feel like something that's completely out of left field, that, you know, it's like something that's completely new to you. It's like you already have some sort of basis or understanding for whatever this opportunity is, and it's going to make it feel more comfortable and even better to pursue. And so as long as it aligns with your goals and your priorities, your values, then things should be going well for you. I feel like if this is resonating with you, even though this is, you're worried, I mean, you're concerned about money, most people are, I mean, you have an interest in it anyway, you're here at the reading, but it's like you're not completely solely focused on financial gain, you're continuing to focus also on what makes you happy as well. I think that's the dream, isn't it? To do something that brings in the money and keeps us, you know, financially secure, and takes us out of survival mode, and, you know, makes us, you know, feel secure, but at the same time allows us to express ourselves and our passions and our strengths, and things that are going to make us, you know, happy and enjoy what we're doing. So if this is, you know, something new, like a new position, maybe you're working with children, teacher, something like that, I don't know, a lot of different scenarios for a lot of different people watching, a lot of different scenarios anyway, regardless with the tarot, but you want to focus on like the excitement, like maybe things are getting dull, so what drew you to this position in the first place? That's kind of the question that's being asked, like what excited you about this when you accepted this job? For those that, you know, might need to hear that, because remembering those things will help you to, you know, see things through a fresh perspective and kind of get grateful again, and gratitude attracts more of what we want. So it'll help you to like remember, you know, what about this that you liked in the first place, so you can revisit or kind of get that sort of excitement, or at least kind of respect for what you do, get that back a little bit, will help you to earn and have a better attitude about, things, if that makes sense. But let's go ahead and look into more like long-term, or what's going to happen financially. Speaking for you, we've got King of Pentacles. So we're going from the Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Oh, and we've got the Empress. So some of you are, like, when I say that you are recently engaged, or you're looking to get engaged, or you or maybe with your high school sweetheart, or reconciling with someone like that. Now, I'm not trying to get everybody's hopes up, because it's a romance channel. A lot of people want to hear that scenario, but I feel like for, some of you watching, then that is the story. Like, financially speaking, two incomes are better than one. Two incomes are better than one, okay? And we've got the King of Pentacles here and the Empress. Neither of these people are poor. He's a retired banker and she's the Empress. So she's the Queen of Queens. So these people have money. And this is the energy of your future. Wow, okay. 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 Well, that's all she wrote. So you marry well and live happily ever after. Thanks for tuning in. No. So this is kind of it's different from one of the previous groups where it was said, like, subconsciously somebody might have been holding out for someone to, kind of, they were holding out for a scenario where, somebody was going to help them out financially, or where they wouldn't have to worry about their finances, or somebody was going to improve their lot in life, whether that be, a spouse or just somebody else, right? They were kind of holding out subconsciously, and that was kind of blocking their blessings or keeping them stuck financially. And in this case, it's like, well, yeah, actually, in this case, you are manifesting a power couple type dynamic, or at least a relationship with people that are going to help you financially. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not that there was something wrong in group 2, but group 2 needed to learn some things about that. Through taking back their power, then that was the first step to them experiencing more financial abundance. And that, yes, that can come in the form of a spouse, a partner, or other people, right? Everything we manifest comes through other people, because we live, in a world with other people. Reflections of ourselves. But so in your case, it's like you are manifesting financial abundance and basically wealth, whatever you're doing here. So I think the key to your wealth is to continue to do what I already said, which is making sure that whatever you're doing is making your inner child happy, is in alignment with, both your vision for your future, as well as what is your passion and what makes you happy. And I think that's likely to be, something creative, but it's earth sign energy. So it's like a way of creating things that you can sell to make money, kind of thing. It's like not just doing something for the hell of it, for the fun of it, for the hobby of it, but seeing what you can acquire and evaluating it, and then, making money off of it, based on what feels good to you to do in that scenario. So, yeah, we've got the 8 of Pentacles here. So these are people they could be family members as well, or people from your work, like a boss. But I am getting, for some of you, that this is actually like your future self. Or if you're currently married, then things are going to get better for you financially. But I imagine that they're already good if your spouse is the King of Pentacles or the Empress. Okay, since the King of Pentacles and the Empress are in the future, that leads me to believe that this is something that's coming in, that's ahead of you, that's not happened yet. Maybe you see that it's potentially going to go in that direction. Maybe you're manifesting that knowingly or unknowingly. But with these both here, it's letting me know that it's in the outcome. Like, ultimately, you're going to be a power couple with someone, financially speaking. There's going to be happiness. The Empress says there's going to be love as well, but probably the Empress is going to have more money, whether you're the feminine who is watching, or you're the masculine who's watching. The feminine is likely the one who's going to call the shots. Ace of Swords. The King of Pentacles is going to be content to work really hard for this Empress to keep her living the life of luxury that she is accustomed to. Now, I'm not saying that she doesn't bring in her own money. She's the Empress. But I am also seeing this King of Pentacles really contributing to the Empress because he is so devoted to her. So she's really the one on top. She's really the one that's calling the shots. And wearing the pants, so to speak, here. But, you know, it's okay. It's mutually beneficial. It's not a problem because the King of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles wants to do that. Okay? And I feel like he's already kind of made investments and had accomplishments and achieved a certain financial status. That's kind of like his money is working for him at this point. They could be living off interest. You could be saying you could be living off interest here in the future. Living off of dividends, you know, or this person that you marry lives off interest, lives off dividends. They could be passive income or partial part-time income. The devotion really comes in for me as how much this person is invested in the feminine here in the future. So if you're the feminine, how much this person is invested in you. You definitely, bottom line, regardless of everything else, you are on the path to success. So you should be confident about your abilities. You should trust your instincts. You know, when you're making career decisions, money decisions, you are already coming across as a practical and resourceful person, and that's a huge asset for where you're going in life. And so with that confidence, go ahead and take those steps towards achieving your goals, you know. Put in the hard work and the dedication. The hard work, see, I think to an extent this is talking about you know, King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, putting in the hard work. That's Eight of Pentacles. The dedication, that's Eight of Pentacles. Success, King of Pentacles. So you're achieving financial security, stability, a solid, you know, financial foundation. You're making wise investments. You're a smart financial leader for your family, for your household, for your marriage, whatever the case may be here. I think maybe you're studying finances right now, or you should be, or you will be. Maybe you'll find that you enjoy that kind of thing more than you maybe had thought you would. Like, I remember watching this show about this teenager who learned how to trade penny stocks, and he ended up becoming a multi-millionaire from his school classroom because he made an investment, you know, sitting at the back of the class playing on his phone, made an investment and became a multi-millionaire, and then he just continued doing that. You know, he's probably still doing that. And so I'm not saying, hey, you know, it could be something like that. You're coming across King of Pentacles, Empress. And then we've got the student energy of the Page of Pentacles. So the things you're learning, and there is a hint or something, a clue, that it has something to do with your past. Maybe something you always wanted to do or were interested in for a long time. And that is leading you down this path. But if we're asking about, you know, your financial situation, you know, you're just going to become somebody that has a knack for making smart financial decisions. And you are going to be someone, if you're not already, that's taking a long-term approach, playing the long game regarding your finances. And this is going to slowly build wealth and security over time. So you're just going to continue to get better and better and more financially stable, Group 3. So, some of you already could have your foot in the door at a place that's very stable and secure. And in that case, kudos to you, you know, because you worked hard to get there, and it's a good place to start, and it has a lot of potential for you. And even if you were trying to switch it up, you know, whatever, it's like kind of like you can't lose. If you wanted to switch to a different industry, it will be exciting for you. You're going to find people with whom you can complement, and who can complement you, with whom you can work well with. And it's going to help you to like kind of lean into your own trust in yourself and ability to make smart decisions, and to it's going to challenge you to lean into like your own judgment and ability to assess like the risks and rewards of whatever. It feels like business, but of whatever you're doing. But either way, like if you're going to stay at where you're at, or you're finding something new, you're on the right path, and slow and steady wins the race. So make sure, you know, what you're doing is kind of aligned with your long-term goals. But I don't even feel like I have to tell you that you're so on the right path right now to getting to where you want to be financially abundant and secure. It does look like it has to do with a relationship, a marriage, and or just a relationship with people that are also financially secure. even more abundant than you, perhaps, or you, if you're the female, more abundant than your spouse or your boss, if that's the King of Pentacles. Like you're the head one in charge, whether it's personal or professional or both. So just be patient, be persistent. You know, building a successful business takes time and effort, and it's gonna do that. But I feel like you know that, and you're like you are qualified. Like you're qualified for that. You're ready for that. You know that. You know all this, and so keep going. Keep going, Group 3. This is great. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. I'll talk to you guys next time.